Hi everybody. I'm starting the 52 tag project with Anne, and I've been madly cutting out tags, and so I've got them with the little ring and ready to start. So what I thought I'd do though to start this first day was start the front cover. I've got a tag on a tag, and these are all from a die cut set that I've got. So I thought I'd make them a relatively good size so I've got a decent area to sew on. And I decided to put this little stamp, it's a cutie, on the front as a just a positive affirmation for a better 2021 than 2020 was. A bit more affection, a bit more people with other people time, a bit more me with other people time, etc. I know every week we're going to do a new little put on the back what you want to, maybe what happened that week. So this is my week. So I've already seen a few amazing tags being done and really enjoying seeing what people are doing. Alright, for now that's how that's going to be. Now the first tag for this first week of January is white. So I've got, take this one off and close it. I've just made a whole heap of different scrapbook paper tags, some blanks, the white, especially wanted the white today for white on white. And I will just probably pick out what seems appropriate for the week as we go. And if some of these are too patterned and they're not working, I'll just cut more of either the buff colour or the white colour. So we're ready to go. And I've actually found that I didn't have any white buttons. So I've got a flower button, which I really love, but I can sew it the other way. So there we go. Now it's really interesting when you're starting to look at white, because things downstairs in the light that was downstairs that looked white are actually more of a very, very pale lemon or off-white or antique-y white. So I kind of realised that I don't necessarily have any pure white other than this flower's white. This bit of material and this bit of material, even that's got a bit of a yellow in it. So pure white was a bit difficult, but I love the layers. I love the colours and the layers of the different shadings. So what am I going to do? This is the question. This was off, that was sewn onto a big white sheet, and I got it in one of those bundles that I get of someone's old stash. Someone's stash of goodies. So someone's stash of goodies that they didn't want. What do you reckon? Recycle. Cut some of these down. Oh, it is disturbing me that it's not pure white. Having a fiddle round, seeing what works. Getting that one in there, I can probably glue it down. It's supposed to be sewing, but you know what? It's a bit of a glue day today, I think. Okay. put that under there. Just get it under so as it stuck a little bit. Can sew later. Put that. Just don't really want those stuck under. There we go. Just found this. That's whiter, or is it? I think the thing about the antique look is they're not really white, are they? They're off-white. I like this though. I'd like to use a bit of this. So how can we use it? All right, maybe a bit like that. Giving it a bit of a fussy cut. I've decided obviously to not worry too much about things being slightly different colours. Don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's better that way. See the pattern in there. Definitely like the idea of making this a very frayed edge. Fiddle around with them a bit, don't you, to get them how you'd like them. Now I'm thinking I don't want all of that there. I think I would just like that amount. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot because my brain is not engaging with my mouth. Simply because I have had 2 painkillers and I have a bit of a headache, and I find now that Lily's in this room, staying in this room, that I've got to only take a moment when I can to make these things, and I feel a bit disorganised about all that. I mean, I know we're supposed to put a button on, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, maybe there. Okay, no. I love this. I love this fabric. I wonder if I can. I think it's getting to overkill. I don't even like the button on there actually. Unless I fiddle around a little bit more and get the button on somewhere like that. Oh, there you go. It's always just a bit of fiddling and then you get there. Right, So what I've been doing in the meantime is I finally got the boxes to thread up all of my little threads. So I've been having great fun trying to get them in a colour, in the order, in the order of colours. And I had a bit of this Perla, let me see, what is it? Number 5. And then I realised it was a bit creamy, but now that I've got creamy yellow things on here, it actually probably won't be too bad, rather than the floss. It's going to be a little bit thicker, so it'll be interesting, add another element to it. Now I'll see if I've got the right needle or not. Now I'm thinking I'm inclined to sew everything on this and then maybe glue it down. I think it's probably not going to matter. I'm thinking all of them are going to be different anyway, so let's see if I can remember. Maybe some tags will, oh, I've got to put a knot in the back. Some tags probably will have the sewing through to the back. Like Anne says, this is very much follow a process with yourself and enjoy what you're doing and not be too fussy about following, you know, the exact way that Anne's doing it. And that's okay. Usually I have a story to tell. I do have a story to tell, but it's not my story to tell, so can't tell a story today. I'd love to tell the story I've got to tell, but I don't think it's a good one to tell. Anyway, I've had a couple of days where a couple of very close friends have shared deep stuff with me, and normally, you know, you just don't share their information really. But it's been very, for the start of the year, it's been really, really special. There's been some really special sharing and conversations with people that are deeply heartfelt and honest, and I'm just really appreciating that, really, that we're going into a new year and that's the start. That's why I put hugs and cuddles and kisses, because I think even people that maybe you're not intimate with, you know, there will be people that you have that are very close friends that will give you a good hug. And everyone who lives alone or on their own will understand that, you know, you just sort of sometimes need that. If you don't have, you know, when you've grown up with, or when you've gone through having kids and your kids have left home, you know what I mean. You know, you get so used to that tactile, and then all of a sudden they're all gone, and like me, living on my own, you notice it. You just go, oh, sometimes a hug would be good. However, what I'm saying is I've been blessed to have some lovely close friends that are good for that, and who share so much of themselves that, I don't know, it's just an honour, isn't it? Isn't it just an honour when someone's really deeply honest and tells you their fears, and you can just hear them out and have a hug. And, you know, this is my... Okay, so this is interesting because what I'm doing is sewing my tag for this week and talking about what has mattered this week, what's important. Loving, you know, your friends and family, and Lily being home for this first week of January. As cluttered as it is, my heart is still very full and happy. So I think I might have to put a little heart on here. I'm going to have to cut a white heart out because the theme for the first few days has been having a very full and happy heart. There you go. Didn't even know I was going to say that today. Didn't even know that was what my first week would be like. First week, 2021. I think this is a chenille needle. I've noticed when I'm watching Ariane, oh my goodness, I've forgotten again. I'm so sorry. Gosh, hopeless. I think it's Ariane, sorry, in New York. And she's so good at telling what needle she's using. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know anything about any of this stuff, but I'm doing it. It's fun. Is that what I was going to put on? That? Is that it? Forgot already. And that there. That needs to be a heart, doesn't it? Where's my heart tin? Oh, actually, I think I'll use something different for that because that it looks like it requires something a bit thinner. I didn't tie that. I'll leave that on. So these are quite long ones, so either Shishiko or chenilles, and I have no idea what number, but it fitted a number 5 in reasonably well, so it is what it is. Oh, ready to go. How good's that? All my needle threading's going very well today. Don't need to have a series of bloopers. Can't remember, a couple of videos ago there was a range of bloopers from the sewing, terrible sewing, terrible needle threading. I'm not doing any fancy stitching on here, I'm just enjoying putting the pieces together in this little collage of materials. So with the clutter at the moment, the cluttered existence, and because sometimes I sleep in this, when Lily came down the last time, we started off with me in my normal bedroom, which is next to this room, and she started in here, in the craft room, but it's working at the moment because my flatmate is away for the month, and so I can go downstairs and do stuff, because I wake up pretty early. But she's coming back for a couple of days, so I'll probably end up having to sleep in here and Lily will go in my bedroom, and then we'll swap back again for the week that my flatmate goes back. She's doing some house sitting. And the good thing, I guess in a way, the good thing is that it's prompting Lily to really have a good look for where she's going to stay. But of course the moment she came home as someone who's studying, and you know, I'm just single here, she had a reduction in her school, her money for school, and she hasn't got yet found a job, so that changed a few things about where she can rent and what she can do. So we're in a transitional period right now. Now, how am I going with this? Come over here. Just doing a bit of back stitch. Back stitch and straight stitch, nothing too fancy. Like Anne said, these are not meant to be super long-winded because they're once a week and they're just a way, if you're really busy with work and stuff like Anne's going to be, a way to still get a bit of sewing in. Alright, like this. Okay. Just cast that off. Now, am I gluing or am I sewing it down? This is the question. Now I am going to put the flower on. I think the thing that I like about this flower on this is that, come on, get in there. I know that there's really pretty pink flowers on the back. So it's kind of cheating. It's like psychologically, I know there's already something there. See if I can cut a little heart. Now, into the other thread. This one might be better. Right. Cast this off. I might do a blanket stitch. Alright, just finishing off the blanket stitch on the little heart, and I think I'll consider it finished. we go. Cast that off. Now the thing about this is that we're putting these on, and then on the back we're going to be, I'm going to do it before I do that, the date, and I think I'll keep the orange zest as my stamp for the January. Now I guess I should, I'm doing this every Tuesday, so it's not the first today. So, where's my January gone? There it is. January 1st. Let's just do it by the week, even though it's the 4th today. So January week 1, maybe that's what we're doing. Better. Better keep that one out. Always, every time. These stamps are a bit crappy sometimes. Alright, so my first week of January, this is all white, so I'm going to actually do this white. That's what the challenge is. Hugs, cuddles, kisses. They're the good things. And so this week, some other words for me for this week are revisiting. Revisiting past friendships, relationships, lovers, whatever. Revisiting. Even my daughter coming home is sort of she's revisiting what she left 2 years ago to go to uni in another state. So I think that's good. I like that. The only problem is I should have probably sewn this on if I was sewing it. I think I might glue it. I'm going to fabric fix it on, and that way I can get these little bits all to stick down. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye for now.